First, on the payment of the millions to related parties. On the 8th of May 2011, the Workers' Party won Al-Junaid. 7 days later, on the 15th of May 2011, a husband and wife, Mr. Low and Ms. Howe, set up a company, FMSS. Low also owned a sole proprietorship, FMSI. The Town Council gave the MA contract to FMSS in 2011. The Town Council also gave 3 more contracts to FMSS over the years. The total value of the contracts was about $27 million. Ms. Howe became the general manager and Mr. Low the secretary of the Town Council. Another FMSS shareholder, Mr. Yo, became the deputy general manager of the Town Council. This is not a theoretical conflict of interest. It is a real conflict. Husband and wife issuing invoices on behalf of their own company. They were often verifying on behalf of the Town Council the work done by themselves. They were also certifying on behalf of the Town Council the payments to their own companies. The wife was then approving on behalf of the Town Council the checks for payment to their own companies. And the husband was then signing the Town Council checks for payments to themselves. I think Mr. Chen will accept this is unacceptable. You don't need an FRS to know that this is contrary to the law. This arrangement was designed deliberately. It was not accidental. It is with a husband and wife team who are hardcore supporters of the Workers' Party, close to some of the Workers' Party town councillors. One has to ask, Ms. Howe and Yo were employees of the Hougang Town Council. They could have been employed by AHPETC. There was no need to set up a new company to provide services to the Town Council. So why set up FMSS? It was a convenient vehicle to which millions of dollars went from the Town Council. And another obvious question, money that went to FMSS, where did it actually go? What happened to it? The Town Council paid money to FMSS in a number of ways. I will mention 2. This annex will show how payments were made to FMSS and FMSI. If you look through the annex, you will see that Low and Ms. Howe issued the invoices on behalf of FMSS and FMSI. Ms. Howe and Yo, acting on behalf of the Town Council, then certified the work for payment to their own company. Ms. Howe then approved the payment vouchers, checks, to be issued by the Town Council for payment to her own companies, FMSS and FMSI. Low then, on behalf of the Town Council, signed the checks for payment to his companies. The checks were then co-signed either by Ms. Sylvia Lim or Mr. Peng. About $6.6 million was paid out in just one financial year, 2012-2013, in this way. This was the period covered by the AGO audit. How much would be the total amount paid to FMSS in this way from May 2011 up to now? It will obviously be more than $6.6 million. If similar payments were made in other years, then it won't be much less than $20 million. We don't know the full amount because there has been no audit for the period May 2011 to January 2015. They must have been highly trusted. They were the center and proposer for the Workers' Party in the general elections of 2006. The conflict of interest is apparent, real, and serious. No town councillor who knew of this structure could have approved this structure lawfully. It is not capable of being approved in law. It is unlawful. And it would have been a serious breach of fiduciary duties for any town councillor to have approved this process. Let me deal with the second way in which the town council was run for the benefit of FMSS. That was by inflating the MA fees paid to FMSS. the town council decided to pay significantly higher MA fees to FMSS compared with all other town councils. The total MA fees paid by the town council to FMSS was nearly $22 million over 4 years. If you look at this, you can see from this annex that FMSS charges the town council $14.92 for each commercial unit, compared with between $4.80 and $6.65 for all other town councils. Is this inexperience? Is this oversight? Is this a case for playing the victim, coming here and saying we are all victims of a political conspiracy? This is what you decided to pay. Small businesses in Al Junaid were charged much more to pay FMSS. Likewise, FMSS charged the town council $7.43 for every residential unit. Others charged between $4.80 and $6.65. And from July 2014, FMSS increased its rates even more. The rates are now $15.82 and $7.88. The commercial unit rates, managing agents' fees, are now more than double what everyone else has charged. If you take the weighted average of MA fees paid by other town councils, it is $5.72 per unit for both residential and commercial units. The difference, therefore, on an annual basis between what the town council paid FMSS and what others pay their managing agents is about $1.6 million every year. That's not the profit, that is just the difference. Obviously, everybody else makes a profit too. So this $1.6 million is on top of the profit that FMSS was making. What justifies this? The rhetoric from the Workers' Party is always about helping the poor man. The reality is that the Workers' Party took money from the man in the street to give to their friends in FMSS. Mr. Lau, Ms. Lim keep saying there's been no loss. Maybe there was no one taking money through the back door in the dark of the night. There was no need because the money was taken from the front door in broad daylight.